From one of the biggest slave trading outposts to now a home of a successful democracy and a bustling metropolis, the country of Ghana has come a long way since it's got independence in 1957. My name's Sunny and I'm an Indian motorcyclist and photographer that will be introducing you to Ghana. So you can do it in more detail if you like what you see. I'm doing different countries in Africa on Apache. The TVS Apache series of performance motorcycles are made in India and exported around the world, including to the Republic of Ghana.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kotoka International Airport.
I got a warm welcome from the local TVS distributor and Ghana Tourism at the airport.
Namaste from India. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here.
And then was transported to the TVS showroom in Accra, the capital city of Ghana. Accra came across to be a developed city with decent road etiquettes. It had good roads and modern vehicles along with some big buildings, giving it a cosmopolitan vibe. Another welcome awaited us at the TVS showroom. This time a mix of Indian followed by Ghanaian song and dance.
What a performance, guys, here in Ghana under the hot sun with the Apache. This entourage over here, this band. Thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful performance. A lot of energy, he was amazing, a proper athlete. What is this style called?
This is Apache Band from our center.
Okay.
We do any kind of African music.
Okay.
And we are just giving you African spiritually music. Now, this is typical Africa from Ghana.
Okay.
But we mix it with different countries. When we start playing this, it let us, our ancestors, and that make us feel happy and energy.
Yes.
Because when we are not happy and we near our drums, this is our drum and this is our God. When we near them, we feel very happy and excitement.
Accra is one of the fastest growing cities in Africa, with a vibrant nightlife and initiatives like Accra Digital Center to fast track it into a truly modern city. The next day saw us attend a media event which is part of the Ghana Black Star Experience program that aims to promote tourism in the country and to put Ghana on the world map as one of the preferred destinations for tourists around the world.
Here in Accra, which is the capital of Ghana, and we're just having a nice time, a lot of festivities happening, a lot of riders are here. They have really made me feel welcome, and of course, they say welcome as Akoba. So Akoba is here. I'm on a poster here.
My host and co-rider in Ghana is Maya Meek Mill, who is also a very popular stunter in the country. But now it was time to rock and roll.
Oh boy, money gang, it's all about the TVS Apache motorbike love. Life in Accra, cultural center. Hey, the Makula never try test me anytime. Me a for only jar lift me. You wish make a floor, but it still got me. Bad man, no fi change my destiny. Them say I dey work with voodoo. The money I dey counter they get from juju. Go check my bank when I start with the susu. The time I dey hustle now, you dey play ludo. Don't play around. Today is going to be crazy.
It is time to roll in that crowd with the TVS Apache RTR. The capital of Ghana is where we are. The black star on top, the way they ride ain't flop. Burnouts and wheelies with some cocoa on top. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? We are riding on one wheel. It from the Black Star Square to the places they revere. Ghanaians ride independent and free from the plains to the mountains. It is wheelie God's decree. Burnouts and wheelies, they are a way of life with the TVS Apache resolving any strife. Right, safe, ride hard. For us, respect is not an option. It is the first card.
We all gathered at the Independence Square overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. Also known as the Black Star Square, this is one of the biggest public squares in the world that was built to commemorate the country's independence from the British on 6th of March 1957, making it the first sub-Saharan country to gain independence from the colonizers. The Independence Square is located in a very beautiful place against the ocean, and it also hosts a lot of events and parades. It was truly a remarkable feeling to have the Made in India TVS Apache stand in front of the Independence Arch, since India had a very big role to plan in the laying down the foundations for the modern democracy in Ghana as it is today. In fact, even the presidential palace in Accra was funded and constructed by India.
Ghana and India have a lot of common. And of course, the TVS Apache is also one more common thing that we both have now. This square here was built to celebrate the independence of Ghana from the British Empire. And this arch is also, it reminds us of India Gate back in New Delhi, the capital of India.
Our next stop was Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. He was the first president of the independent country of Ghana and the president of Gold Coast, which was the name of Ghana before it got its independence. The memorial park has beautiful landscape fountains, and main building is shaped like an upside down sword that symbolizes peace in Akan culture. The park also has a tall bronze statue.
United States of Africa, United States of Africa, United States of Africa, United States of Africa. Something makes you love Africa. That's why you want to be in Africa. Follow me, go to Africa. Beautiful land of Africa. Peaceful land of Africa. United States of Africa. United States of Africa. United States of Africa. Africa yenye gidi jadi dem so yen hye se bidie yesesan adwen aye betuma ye ni yie ema generation na nya ni gie wontumi mfa no kora no ensie corruption ama Africa ka chiri ye nananom nso agyan ye gudie de ne ye di gyanchiri ma ofie sese de enkurasefo ye ne abie kane ne ye hyede mene ye pie Africa leaders monya asuntie yen kambom ye ntena sundue kwame Nkrumah je fa hodie sema woka ye nyina ye ntie wede kwase broni aya abrochiri den na echire se ntumi nya bie ne onyakopon akana no ne besie na na wotumfu owusunti amwa me unite Africa ti munyina ye.
Then we head to the lighthouse in Jamestown. That is one of the oldest neighborhoods of Ghana.
This here is made from the choicest of coffee, which is made right here in Ghana. I'm enjoying this here, and this whole ambience is amazing. Right over here, these sacks are full of cacao, which is actually one of the major exports of the country of Ghana. In fact, Ghana makes 20% of the world's cacao, and along with Cote d'Ivoire, which is Ivory Coast, together I think they produce more than 70-80% of the world's cacao.
Accra has some fantastic restaurants such as this one, which was an Italian and had a cosmopolitan ambience. The next day we hit the road to go to Cape Coast, which is around 130 kilometers from Accra. Cape Coast was the first capital of Ghana, when the country was called Gold Coast, and then later the capital was transferred to the current city of Accra. En route, we met up with some TVS enthusiasts, but of the three-wheeled kind. TVS three-wheelers are big in Ghana, and it was heartening to see they were as passionate as us motorcyclists. And for today, I decided to dress in a traditional Ghanaian attire.
You want to ride? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Who's coming? Okay, I've already got passengers. He's the president for the trade association over here. And so the economy is very important. This puts a lot of jobs, a lot of money in the hands of people. So yeah, TVS is doing a great job. I could never do this in India, but I'm doing it here in Ghana. It feels like a motorcycle, but it has a roof.
The road to Cape Coast was mostly under upgradation and dusty, and there were a few interesting sights on the road. We first reached Fort Amsterdam, which is a former slave fortress that now lies in ruins but is the site of the small town of Aburi, which has fishing as one of the main livelihoods. We were greeted by amazing colors and warm smiles on the beach.
This here is a fishing village, and this place is absolutely bustling with energy and a lot of young kids here, playing, enjoying. I mean, who doesn't like this sea, right? Make some noise, man! They are like featherweight, man. I can't do that. I'll break my knees or legs.
But how do we come so close to a beach and not ride on it? In fact, many locals can be found riding on the beach if you go at the right time. Nothing beats ocean breeze in the air on a beach on a light and peppy motorcycle like the Apache, especially when motorcycling represents freedom. This, at the site of a former slave trading post, was just the right kind of message we wanted to send. 3 cheers to freedom. There were many castles and forts built during the colonial period in Ghana. The Cape Coast Castle was one of the most important ones. At first sight, it will fool you to be a place of beauty and grandeur. However, just a few steps down, it hides one of the most heinous places with a dark history that no human being can be proud of, especially the ones who perpetrated it. We took a tour of the castle and it left me speechless and sad.
This is the third and the last castle that was built by the Europeans to traffic Africans from this place to work on plantations in the Americas. And it is recorded that the structure that we are seeing here actually shipped over 3 million Africans.
3 million
Africans. Merchants or the traders, to know the caps they had purchased. They keep them in dungeons for days and months. Some could even stay in here for more than 3 months before they got shipped out of this place.
This is horrible.
And lots of them died.
This is where the point of no return was.
So the canoes would pick the Africans into bigger ships.
Wow.
So from the smaller boat or canoes into the bigger ships, a lot of the Africans were also jumping into the sea to commit suicide because they preferred to die on their land than to journey with them to a place that never stepped
horrible.
into.
This is the most horrible part.
These were the female dungeons where they kept the enslaved females as well to wait for days and they defecate, urinate,
can we go inside?
Yes, please. So whatever that we are seeing on the floor is not actually cement nor concrete, but then these are solidified human waste over the years piled up, creating what we see here. So these are the feces, these are the urine, these are the vomit. All waste that humans could get out of their system is what we are seeing here.
And there are no windows.
The smaller holes that you see here gave them light and also provided them with air. And as well, they would stay in here for days, weeks, and months.
This is a door of no return.
Yes.
Where, a lot of slaves used to go, never to return back.
All right, so the final exit for the Africans,
Okay.
the door of no return, simply means you would walk out of the door and there was no way they would return you back. You lose your dignity, you lose your identity as an African, you lose your right as a human being. Everything that makes you an African, once they take you out of this place, you lose everything.
Everything that makes you human, you lose.
Lose it.
I think we need to collectively, tell the whole world about this past,
Most definitely.
because this needs to be never repeated again.
But despite the dark history, the future here was hopeful and happy. And this is a resilience of mankind as a whole. To end the day, as mark of respect, I loaded one of the Apaches on a boat on the same waters that used to take away the freedom of so many people.
So this is where the slaves used to embark on a boat, and they used to go, never to return. But we are trying to take the bike here.
But this boat wasn't going anywhere. This boat had one of the greatest things invented by man that truly represents freedom: a motorcycle. The next day, we headed to the mountains of Aburi, an hour away from Ghana, featuring some excellent tarmac and winding roads where the Apache RTRs felt right at home. It is on an average 900 feet above sea level, and temperatures are a lot cooler than Accra, making it the ideal weekend getaway. There's even a motorcycle-themed hotel on the way. The wood from Aburi is some of the finest in all of Africa. And this place is also known for the Aburi Botanical Gardens, which are beautiful and show Ghana's biodiversity.
Behind me is a tree of life, which actually depicts the constant struggle for man to get to the top. And some people, even if they get to the top, they still are not what they probably wanted to be. So this has a very deep meaning, and a dead tree was utilized to make this. So there are a lot of such small things, which actually try to bring out the culture of Ghana and the beliefs of people in Ghana and African people.
We returned to Accra to end the Ghana Africa on Apache episode at the Ghana National Mosque, that is the largest mosque in West Africa. It was truly a beautiful sight at night with the teeming Accra lights in the background. Ghana was a pleasant surprise. It has a lot to offer. This 4-day sojourn with the TVS Apache RTR was meant to be an appetizer for those of you who seek to explore this country in full. Ride safe, ride hard.